They don't want you to know this. But the world was never designed to reward the honest. It rewards the strategic. We are taught to worship the sheep. But it's the wolf that survives. Your greatest potential isn't hiding in your kindness. It's buried beneath your fear. And until you face that, you'll stay stuck, living a life that was never meant for you, built by the hands of others, and driven by their expectations. But today we burn that version down, because deep inside you, there's something wild, something divine, a God mode waiting to be unlocked. And Machiavelli left us the keys. This video is not about motivation. It's about transformation. It's not about feeling better. It's about becoming dangerous, not to hurt others, but to stop being hurt yourself. By the end, you'll walk away with tools, Machiavellian truths that expose the lies you've lived under. You'll stop living like a pawn and start moving like a king. This isn't self-help. This is self-reclamation. Machiavelli didn't write fairy tales. He wrote survival manuals. He studied real power, the kind that doesn't ask permission. And here's the raw truth he exposed. There is nothing more difficult to carry out than to initiate a new order of things, because change threatens control. Power structures, families, schools, religions, all rely on your obedience. They don't want you to awaken your God mode, because when you do, you become unpredictable. You stop reacting. You stop needing approval. You start acting with calculated force. That makes you dangerous, but it also makes you free. Let me show you what Machiavelli really meant by power. He wasn't talking about violence. He was talking about the ability to control outcomes without anyone even noticing. Example, the illusion of morality. Imagine two kings. One rules with kindness, the other with fear. The kind king is adored. The feared king is respected. Now war breaks out. Who do you think his men follow to the death? Not the one they love. The one they fear disappointing. Love fades in chaos. Fear tightens loyalty. This isn't about being cruel. It's about understanding what moves people. Machiavelli stripped the mask off human nature. He knew that men follow strength, not purity. Certainty, not compassion. Men are ungrateful, fickle, liars, and deceivers. And yet, if you understand them, not hate them, you can shape their behavior just by understanding their needs and fears. That's not manipulation. That's leadership, perception, reality. This is one of Machiavelli's most dangerous insights. Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are. Your reality doesn't matter if your perception is weak. You could be brilliant, but if you carry yourself like a nobody, you become a nobody in their eyes. People don't see your soul. They see your signals, posture, voice, words, movement, mystery. If you don't craft your image, the world will assign you one, and it won't be flattering. Machiavelli knew this, and the powerful build an identity that makes others bend before they even speak. Power comes from control, not chaos. The real ones aren't loud. They don't flex. They don't beg. They control space, emotion, narrative. Machiavelli knew this game. He watched princes rise and fall, not because of character, but because of strategy. That's what you must master. Strategic power, not the kind that yells, the kind that whispers and still gets what it wants. Now let me give you 3 laws, forged in darkness, to turn your potential into power. Not the weak kind, not the begging kind, but the kind that reshapes your life permanently. Law number 1, respect is engineered, not earned. Stop waiting for others to see your value. They won't, because people don't value what's given freely, only what costs something. Your attention, your time, your presence must have a price. Speak less, move slower, say no without guilt. Every time you respond instantly, over-explain, or chase approval, you teach them you're not valuable. Machiavelli would say, make your absence felt more than your presence seen. Be rare, be decisive. Respect isn't given, it's calculated. Law number 2, learn the art of masking. Machiavelli didn't just play the game. He designed it, and one of his most powerful tools? The mask. A prince must be a great pretender. You don't show your cards. You don't bleed in front of wolves. You adapt. This isn't being fake. It's being strategic. Smile when you need to. Disarm when necessary. But behind the eyes, hold your truth like a blade. Not everyone deserves to see your soul. The strong know when to reveal. and when to conceal. Law number 3, withdraw to strengthen, not to escape. Power isn't constant. Even kings retreat. But here's the difference. The weak withdraw to hide. The strong withdraw to build. You'll have moments when you're tired, lost, broken. But don't disappear to vanish. Disappear to recalibrate. Read more, train harder, cut deeper. Think clearer. When you return sharper. Machiavelli understood this rhythm. He advised princes to build fortresses within, so they never rely on outer approval again. Bonus law, silence is a weapon. If they don't know what you're thinking, they can't predict you. If they can't predict you, they respect you. Silence creates mystery. Mystery creates power. Most people talk to fill the void, but the powerful, they let the void speak for them. Speak only when it moves mountains. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be fearless. You just need to be willing to walk away from the version of you that was never yours. You were never born to be tame. You were never meant to beg. Machiavelli wasn't telling you to become a villain. He was telling you, become unbreakable. And to do that, you must let go of the lie that says goodness is enough. Goodness without strength is nothing but weakness in disguise. If your soul stirred, even a little, don't ignore it. That was your God mode. Knocking. Subscribe. Not for me, but for the you that's been sleeping. This channel is not entertainment. It's a warpath, a blueprint, a sharpening stone. And if you're ready to become what they fear, then walk forward, not with noise, but with silence. Like thunder right before it hits.